In just the past several days, more than 3,200 pounds of deli meat and over 30,000 pounds of beef have been recalled. We're also seeing grocery store salsas and guacamole across 12 different states. Those are being pulled from the shelves as well. And on top of all this, everyone's concerned about Listeria, they're concerned about Salmonella, and obviously E. Coli. But that is just the start, because now people are saying they are not going to be looking in their fridges anymore. They are done shopping at grocery stores because they want to make sure they are not only saving money, but they're staying healthy. Just look at this right here. Again, this is troubling.
What is going on with the food lately? We apparently can't eat a lot of the fresh produce from the grocery store anymore because it's contaminated. This is the second time in the last month or so that I've received cheese that is not vacuum sealed properly.
That's crazy. But this is also what we're seeing. We are seeing cheese that isn't vacuum sealed. We're seeing lettuce and other things in bags that it looks bloated. It looks like it is already contaminated at the store. Some say, oh, it's just the shipping. It's because it changed in altitude. Yes, I understand that if it's coming from an airplane, but if it's not in an airplane, it shouldn't expand. We shouldn't see massive bags of chips either. Again, it's crazy. But look what's going on. Again, this is troubling. Nearly 30,000 pounds of raw beef has been recalled. 30,000 pounds of raw beef. I want to read a little of this to you. It says, Court Argentino, USA LLC, located in Aventura, Florida, recalled approximately 30,000 pounds of raw beef imported from Argentina, says the Department of Agricultural Food and Safety and Inspection Services announced. The products were produced between May 15th and May 20th and have a use by or freeze by dates of September 15th through September 20th. Okay, that's just one thing. Okay, that's just raw beef. But then you look at things like this. It says more than 3,200 pounds of pastrami, corned beef, recalled over possible Listeria contamination. It says City Foods issued the recall after routine inspection found possible Listeria monocytogenes contamination. The concern right now is that people do not feel safe when they're eating their food. They're trying to look at it, double check it. You're seeing people are actually putting their fruits and vegetables in bleach water to try to kill off any disease or any type of contamination. But putting yourself in harm's way by consuming too much bleach, that's a problem as well. Where people are actually going to the hospital now because they are trying to eat the so-called safer foods. But again, look at this one. It says, fruit recall expands in 8 states after E. coli outbreak sickens 12 people. I want to read a little bit of this to you as well. Look at this. It says, in early July, Publix announced a recall of its 10-ounce bags of Green-Wise blueberries after the fruit was linked to an E. coli outbreak. Now, the recall has expanded to cover both the 10 and 48-ounce sizes of both the Green-Wise blueberries and Green-Wise organic mixed berries distributed to public stores in Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia. But it gets even worse. Everybody's concerned about, well, we can't have any of the lettuce or any of the leafy products coming from central Mexico, like through Taylor Farms, because obviously we still have that cyclospora outbreak. And again, that's a completely different video. We've already touched on that. But the concern is that, okay, we can't have products from Mexico, but then can we have products from the United States? Is that guaranteed safe? The answer is no. Look at this one right here. It says Whole Foods recalls salsa, guacamole, and prepared foods in 12 states over salmonella concerns. If you turn on the news, my guess is you are a little bit concerned as to what can I eat? What can I consume? Because everything seems like it is contaminated. I'm going to get explosive diarrhea. I'm going to get Listeria. I'm going to get Salmonella. I'm going to be sickened in some way and I'm not even going to know until it's too late. Well, I want to read a little bit of this article to you as well. It says right here, the Food and Drug Administration said the recalled products, wherever it went, right there, the Food and Drug Administration said the recalled products were sold in 12 states and have best before dates ranging from August 7th through August 16th. Says no illnesses have been, hold up. Says no illnesses have been reported in connection with the recalled Whole Foods products, according to the FDA. The recall includes select salsas, guacamole, pico de gallo, and prepared foods, Whole Foods said. Okay, here's the problem. And the FDA has a full list of all the affected products and what's available, the sell-by dates, all that stuff. Okay, you can go to the FDA's website and you can see it all. But here's the concern. If you are going to the FDA's website after every time you buy a product, why would you keep buying those products? This is why experts highly recommend you grow your own food. Okay? Look at this right here. So this right here is an indoor gardening hydroponics growing system. Okay? It's something I've recommended before. It's a great little system. This one comes with 10 little pod kits so you can grow your own vegetables. You can kind of see the way it works. Okay, there's your pods right there. You don't even need any seeds. You just start growing it, and it also has an LED light. So it's $65. All right, I'll link to that down in the description box below if you want to go and check it out. But you don't need it. It's just a simple way to start growing your own food and get in the process of it. Okay, it's something I highly recommend everybody has something in their backyard or their home or wherever. You can go to it, and you know that should be a healthy product. Okay, it shouldn't be contaminated. All right, it shouldn't be. You shouldn't have a lot of pests and insects and all that stuff. Right, it should be very simple. But I want to read you one last thing. Okay, listen to this right here. People are concerned because they don't know what to do next. How do they navigate through this when all of our food seems like it is bad? When you go to a store and buy a pack of chicken and the chicken looks like it's 3D printed. It's just stringy, right? It looks like it came out of a 3D printer. Or I've seen some people complaining about like the nuts, the peanuts, where they seem very spongy. They seem soft and they don't know why. And they just can't figure it out. Other people are saying certain fruits, like a watermelon, they're cutting it open, and again, it seems very stringy. The watermelon itself almost seems like it's separated from the actual core, or from the outside, the shell. Some people are even complaining that even things like oranges, you look at the inside and the orange, again, it's separated from the peel. Not only did it separate, there's no juices, it's again, very stringy. And they're wondering what is going on with our food. Well, I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you everything's going to be just fine and you are perfectly fine to eat all this stuff. But here's what the FDA is telling us. That right now, if you are one of the higher risk groups, you're pregnant, you're elderly, you're immunocompromised, you should highly consider growing your own food, because that's the only way you will be able to ensure that whatever you're consuming is likely healthy for you. Okay? So I'll leave you with that. But again, if you have any questions regarding what's going on here, let me know down in the comment section below. Also, this is the one thing I want to ask you. What is the one product you have purchased recently that makes you question whether or not our food is healthy to eat? What is that one product? Now, I want to tell you this. I bought a steak, and it was a very expensive steak. I bought this steak, and it didn't matter how long it was on the stove. This thing wouldn't cook. It wouldn't cook. I left it out. It wasn't frozen. It wasn't in the fridge. It was room temperature, which meant it should be able to cook very easily. But I put it on a very hot pan, put it on. This thing wouldn't cook. It wouldn't cook at all. Paid a very good amount for the steak, and it wouldn't cook. That told me there is something wrong with our food right now. But again, let me know. What is the one thing you have purchased recently that makes you question whether or not our food is actually safe to eat? Let me know down in the comments section below.